Hey everyone, welcome back to RJK Urdu and RJK English. We're going to move on to the Daal cluster. Daal is the D, and if you know the word Daal, it means lentils. So we're not going to eat lentils today, we're going to talk about the Daal cluster. Okay, so Daal cluster does not have a mid version. It only has an end version and a standalone version. It does not connect to anything after it. So let's look at words where it's at the beginning of the word. It's not an initial version, it's the standalone. Okay, Daal is one. Daal means lentils. Notice it does not connect to the ah, and the ah doesn't connect to anything either, so the L is a standalone L, Daal. How about Daal? Now it's retroflex. Now I'm going to connect the L. Daalna. What does it mean when we have a na at the end of a word? It means it's usually, in general, 95% of the time, it is the infinitive version of the verb. So daalna means to pour. Daalna, not daalna, daalna. Okay, zara, this is one of the forms of Z. Zara. Zara means some, and you'll see this in many songs. So zara means some. Dhoop, we already came across this word. What does it mean? It means sunshine. Notice the D does not connect with the H that is aspirating it. H. Dhoop. One more. We already did this one. Dhundna. These are retroflex Ds. Dhu, n, and dhna. Dhna. This means to search, to find, or also I think to search, but to find something. It is aspirated retroflex D to aspirated retroflex D. Dhundna. All right. What about the mid version? Madad. We already came across this. Madad. This is actually the finalized version of the D, but it's in the middle of the word. It doesn't connect to the next letter, so now we have a standalone D. Madad means help. Havai adda. Havai adda. Oh, sorry. Hava means wind. Havai is Havai Jahaz is an airplane. Notice I put this guy at the top because it's an ah going into an e. Okay, so two consonants. Havai adda is airport. Adda. Notice this is the this is actually ah. When it's within the word, remember the ah just becomes an aleph. But at the beginning of the word, you do see the Havai adda. And yeah, I think that's okay. Maza, we'll use this a lot. This is another form of the Z. Maza means fun. Mazaya, did you have fun? All right. Let's do one more. Adha. Adha is the aspirated dental D going into an A. Adha. It means half. All right, and now to the end position. We already saw madad that had the ending D. What about food? This would be the English version of the word kana, which means kana means food. This is the English version. Notice it's a retroflex D. Why? Because English Ds and Ts heard by Hindi and Urdu speakers is a retroflex D. Duh. Food. Dude. Dude. These are all separate letters. Da going into oo does not connect to a next one. D does not connect, and that's a dude is an aspirated D. Bund means closed. Bund means closed. BND, that's the ending D. All right. You know, let's see what time it is. Okay, we've only done 5 minutes, so let's go into the Re cluster next. Re cluster is R is also standalone, but does have an ending like this. Okay, so let's go into the Re cluster. So Rasta. Rasta. Notice this is that H, but it's an A. Rasta. Rasta. R-A-S-T-A. It does not connect to the next letter. Zuban. Z does not connect to the next letter. And this is actually in Urdu, it's not Zaban like it is in Hindi, it's Zuban. Zuban. Zuban means tongue. It can also mean language. So Urdu Zuban is Urdu language. Zara, when we look at Zara, here's the R in the middle. Zara. But the D does not connect to the R. We're doing mid now. We're doing mid. I just switched without telling you. Now we're doing mid. Berta, Berta. Berta, that's the retroflex R. Berta, Berta means big, big. Notice how the B goes into the R. That is the final, but it's in the middle of the word. But R doesn't connect to the A. Even though the A is standalone here, it does not have the tilde because it's within the word. It's not starting the word. Okay, Berta. Bazaar. You know this word. What is a bazaar? It's a market. So here's a Z and here's a R. Bazaar, not bazaar. Bazaar is market. Okay, last one, parna. This is a very useful word. Has the na at the end, so we know this is a infinitive version of the verb. That is an aspirated retroflex R. Parna, parna, parna. Okay, and ending yar. This is parna means to study or to read. Yar is a very useful one. This is a Y at the beginning. Yar. Yar means friend. Hey yar, hey friend. Pyar. We can change this into pyar. Pyar means love. It's one of the words for love. Beard. Beard. Baha, E, aspirated R. Beard. Beard means crowd. All right, so that's it for today. We got through the Daal and the Re, and next time we're going to go into the S's. All right, see you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.